Welcome guys to our new Intimate Conversations of Leadership series. We're going down a different road this time. We're going to look at what people have stuffed up on in their form of being a great leader. With me today is Mr. Mark Guthrie, the CEO Director of Ray White Cranbourne and Cheltenham offices in Victoria, a long-time business colleague and even a better friend. I'd like to welcome you here, Mark, and let's talk about what you've stuffed up on, mate.
What a great intro, thank you.
Yeah.
I think the biggest mistake I've ever made, it was probably prior to the owning of the Cranbourne and Cheltenham offices, was the purchase of Ray White in Mornington a number of years ago. And what I tried to do with that, I tried to run that remotely without enough structure, guidance, or time being spent by me in that business, and therefore it just didn't work. The expectations I had about what would occur weren't communicated to the right people. There was no structure to follow through, no KPIs, no monitoring of what was involved in the business on a daily basis. But I had this dream about how it would work, and it didn't.
Because nobody cares more about your dream than you, do they?
Of course.
Of course not. So learning through that experience, Mark, because as I say, experience is what we get when we don't get what we want, and when we stuff up, we stuff up. So replaying the clock, if you went back there today, or indeed the lessons you learned out that you employed when you built Cranbourne and later Cheltenham, what are they?
So I had a very distinct difference when I did Cranbourne, because I had learned from those mistakes, or some of them. And don't get me wrong, I'm still making mistakes every single day in my business. So there's no perfect day. But I was much more involved in the business from day one. So I knew the property management department, I knew the sales department, I knew the admin, what was involved in that. I was involved from day one with those roles intimately. So when I passed that role to someone else, I knew what was capable and what was expected. And I believe I've got better at communicating to those people in those roles what I want from that person.
So you're an active part of the whole leadership growth of the business. It's not this remote control. In there, roll your sleeves up, part of it every day. Stuffing up's important, and it's important when things do happen that we don't take ownership of it. You've become very good at empowering others when they make a mistake. How's that work in your business?
It was a massive change for me to be able to go from controlling every aspect of my business and being involved in it every single day to giving responsibility to other people. But you've got to trust people, and that's when they start operating better. They take more ownership themselves, they're more involved, more vested, and they've got more ideas about what works and what doesn't work. They'll still make mistakes. I've made mistakes every day. I can't expect them to be perfect, but you've got to let them make those mistakes and understand those mistakes, and then hopefully find a solution for those mistakes to get it right.
So when they make a mistake and then they offer a solution, you say, yeah, sure, run with that solution, and it all works, there's cause for celebration.
Absolutely.
How do you manage that?
So one of the things I'm trying to get better at the moment also is celebrating our successes. Because we might have 10 good things happen every day and one bad thing, and we tend to go home that night focusing on the negative.
Yeah.
But also we've got to make sure that, I expect a lot from our team, and they work very, very hard. So we've got to make sure we reward them and celebrate those successes, because every day on the first day of the month, last month's gone, we start again. It's a very, very difficult job from that point of view. So we've got to make sure that we enjoy those times that we do very, very well, because it might not happen often, and when we do, we need to do it properly.
So taking all that into account, why is stuffing up such an important factor of the growth of any business?
It's only good if you learn from those mistakes. If you don't learn and make the same mistake again tomorrow, then your business is going to fail. But you've got to make those mistakes so you can get better. It's like any part of the process. You've got to stretch yourself. It's going to hurt. There might be some disadvantages. You've got to make some changes. We are all about change. They don't always work, but we've got to keep on trying new things. If we don't, we'll go backwards.
Yep. Mark, thanks very much. Some absolute pearls of wisdom there, and those pearls of wisdom come through rolling your sleeves up and allowing people to graze their knees and stuffing up. So, team, I'm really, really thrilled that Mark's shared some of that with you. Hope there's some things that you can take out of that and apply in your own leadership growth, and take your business and yourself to wherever you want to be. Thanks very much.